What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You're here for... What are we here for? PNTV, child. PNTV. Poetry's news and twisted views. I'm going to try to get to this first story real quick because I didn't take any notes. I'm trying to remember everything in my head. It's in regards to Jonathan Majors, child. Okay, so I reported to you guys last time that Jonathan Majors appeared in court to get his trial date. As of today's date, his trial date is still August 3rd. But during this hearing, his lawyers presented to the courts evidence that shows a different account of details that was originally told when he was first arrested. We do know now that the girl, or the ex-girlfriend, her name is Grace Jabari. She's age 33, New York resident. We do know that now. And I failed to mention last time too, when I brought up the fact that him and Megan Good were supposedly dating, that I believe it was Megan Good on the other end of that text phone call that started off the whole dispute. That's my belief, okay? I have no proof of that because they haven't even addressed that. But what I did find out over the weekend is that Grace Jabari is now being sued by Jonathan Majors. Apparently, he was suing her for falsely accusing him, is what his original suit was supposed to be for. But what I learned is that the police now have enough evidence or enough probable cause to arrest her for the assault of Jonathan Majors. And I was like, that kind of lined up with what I was saying to y'all earlier, that the driver of the car was saying that she assaulted him. The other witnesses were saying that she was assaulting him, and he was most likely defending himself or what have you. But as of right now, they have not arrested her, as far as I know. The articles I was reading, they said people said they had reached out to her for a response, and no, she's not responding. Her legal team is not responding to them as well. But they are saying that the police have enough evidence to arrest her for assaulting him. They just haven't done it yet because the police have not investigated the evidence, is basically what they're saying. They have it, but they haven't investigated. They haven't looked into this alleged evidence or this alleged allegation. But that's what I remember her when it first popped off. I know as the media continues to report on the story, they like to change the story. They you know, shit gets changed along the way. You know that little one game where you tell a person one thing and then they got to tell the person next to them one thing, they got to tell the person next to them one thing, and then they get back to the end and see if they still told you the same thing that the first person said in the beginning. That's basically what the news media has been doing, in my opinion. Because shits keep changing. Storylines keep changing. Only thing that ain't changing is what Poetry said. I'm saying, not to toot my own horn, not to toot my own horn, but I remember saying that she allegedly attacked him. His witnesses said that, and like I said, these witnesses have now came forward. Now the thing is, he's still going to trial though, because the legal defense or the legal team or the prosecutors in New York are really trying to bring this man down. Now they may have justifiable reasons for doing so. They have the prosecution has several witnesses, women witnesses, that are supposed to come testify to his character and talk about his abusive nature that he's had in the past. Now, whether or not he's had abusive nature in the past, for me, does not say that he did abuse this woman in the way that she said happened. I told y'all before, when I had my arrest, the way that the person told the story was not true. And that's what I was going to trial for. Because I'm like, this ain't what happened. Now, I wasn't admitting that something did happen, because something did, but it wasn't the way he told it. So based off the way he telling this story, it's a fucking lie. Okay? And that's what I was saying about this whole Jonathan Majors case. I believe something happened. I just didn't believe the way she was telling the story. And that's just me. I think Anthony Mackie came out and said something about it. Like, basically, he just said, you know, he innocent until proven guilty. They just tried to turn this man down, this, that, and the third. That's what he said. And of course, social media went in on him. Because like I said, y'all have already convicted Jonathan Majors in the public eye. Y'all have already sent him to jail and said he was just horrible, disgusting person. And like I said, he may have been. But in this particular case, I just don't think things happen the way that she said it happened, which technically is a lie. And if you're going to charge him based on a lie, then you're wrong. I know we like to do stuff, like the legal system likes to let the person slip up till they can finally catch him. But if you're catching him on a lie, you're wrong. I had the same issue when my last job. Not my last job. It was my last job. My other job I had before, you know. A lot of shit would go wrong at the job, you know what I'm saying? I would do stuff that wasn't in line with the protocol. And my supervisor would try to terminate me, okay? The problem is what she was saying as far as her facts to terminate me, or her evidence to terminate me, was a lie. So I never got terminated based off of what she was saying, because she was lying. And she had, in addition to her lying, she wasn't following the actual regulations or protocol and how to go about terminating me either, which is why I kept my job. So, and that's what I'm seeing in this case, and that's probably why I'm so like, if you don't get me the right way. Give me on some shit I actually did. That's what I'm saying. Give me on some shit I actually did. People can hate them and all the kind of stuff that they want to because of whatever happened in the past, and they believe what happened in the past. I'm not debating with y'all about that. I'm not arguing with y'all about that. What I'm saying is about this particular case right here. If he didn't do it, he didn't do it. Plain and simple. Okay. So, yeah. August 3rd right now, we still set to go to trial on Jonathan Majors. Like they said, they had supposed to have witnesses that's going to testify to past abuse. He has presented enough evidence, according to the NYPD, that gives them probable cause to arrest Grace Jabari, but arrests have not been made. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of invested in this case, not because I was such a deep Jonathan Majors fan, because now I think about it, I really wasn't. I mean, I liked him in Creed. I liked him in the Cowboy movie. I could never remember the title of it, but I wasn't like a fan. I just thought it was, you know, there was other things about the movies that he were in that drew me to the movie, not necessarily to him. You see what I'm saying? Okay, anywho. I was supposed to report to y'all about the Hunter Biden case. I didn't do a deep dive into it like I said I was. Basically, he pled guilty to tax evasion, is what for not paying taxes. So that's tax evasion. And a firearm possession. Both of his pleas is going to keep him out of jail. It was a whole big tizzy about how the hell he get to plead and not go to jail when other people like rappers such and such as Kodak Black and Lil Wayne and all this, that, and the third, you know, they didn't have to do jail time or what have you. They just trying to appeal to the black people, get the black people angry, because like Chris Rock said, we got this selective outrage. Y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all angry about, for real. But anywho, in 2018 is when Hunter Biden's case against him began. There was a pawn shop or computer repair person. I was to say pawn shop owner. A computer repair person that filed charges against Hunter Biden back in October 2022. And it had to do with his laptop He's suing Hunter Biden for defamation of character. Hunter Biden is kind of suing him with invasion of privacy. So we got these cases going on, and a lot of stuff happened as far as what was information was on the laptop. I don't know in detail. Run over to Tabitha Speaks Politics channel and get all the details about what's going on with what was actually in the laptop, because I didn't dive that deeply. There's also some information about Hunter Biden having a text message conversation with some Chinese authority, and in the text message there was some type of negotiation supposed to happen, and he indicated that he was sitting right there next to his daddy, and to I guess to use his father's name as his father's name as an intimidation factor to get whoever this Chinese authority person to do what he wanted him to do. At the particular time, Joe Biden wasn't even in office, and then news reports have come out and evidence or witnesses have come out and said that Joe Biden wasn't even in the room. Hunter was just lying. If he did say that in the text message, he was just lying. So they was trying to pull Joe Biden into the Hunter Biden investigation stuff, and he's not had anything to do with it, right? There are several aides now trying to advise Joe Biden on what to say or what to do now that Hunter's been arrested, or Hunter was arrested, and Joe basically said, mind your business, okay? Don't advise me on shit about my damn son. Okay, so that's pretty much what it is. And Joe Biden, if y'all hadn't noticed, has been on an executive order signing spree. You know, this is his. Why everybody got somewhere to be this morning? I'm in the slow lane. Remember how I was in the slow lane the other day? Well, fast lane the other day, and everybody was in the slow lane, was doing 100 miles an hour, and I was doing 60. Same thing. I'm doing 60. These motherfuckers riding up on me all the time, and then they come by on side of me and want to try to give me the ugly face. That's why you see me giving people fingers. Fuck y'all. That's how I'm feeling this morning, okay? But anywho, I'm late for work. I'm late for work right now. Damn. But anywho, I had time. Trouble getting out of my house. I finally got my damn hair untangled. That's news. Y'all, that's news. It's like about 15 plaits up in here right now. But it's fine. It's news, and my hair is finally untangled. And now I can put a comb through this shit. Right. So, yeah, but there was an IRS whistleblower who gave a 180-page testimony, child. When they did the transcripts of what he was talking about, 180-page testimony. Testifying to the fact that when the investigation began on Hunter Biden, that there was some funny business going on, either altering information or altering evidence to try to give Hunter Biden a heads up on what was going on with the investigation. They said so far this whistleblower, what is his name, Greg Shepley, has been factual in the things that he said has been done, even like down to the U.S. attorney that was supposed to be prosecuting or debating on whether or not they were going to arrest Hunter Biden, how he pushed it over to a special judicial lawyer. I can't talk right now, so I got a whole lot of us going on. I'm paying attention to people behind me, y'all. That's what I'm doing. So that's why a whole lot of us. Y'all know it really gets on my fucking nerves when people ride on my ass. And I'm about to park this bitch right here on Hiawassee. So the U.S. attorney had said that he wasn't going to be the one to make the determination whether or not to arrest Hunter Biden. He was going to leave it up to a special counsel. Well, that special counsel was people that had been appointed by Biden when he did get into office. So, that's all I know about the Hunter Biden case. If y'all know anything more in detail, put it down in the comment section. All we know is Hunter Biden is supposedly not going to jail because of the 2 plea deals that he made for the tax evasion and for the firearm possession. Okay. All right. So, Chicago, the city is burning, baby. Not burning, but it's smoke in the air. remember about 3 weeks ago I reported to y'all about the Canadian fires and how there was over 500 fires burning. Well, I don't even know if it was over 500 at the time, but there's over 500 fires burning right now in Canada still. The fires have not gone out. They don't see end in sight for these particular fires at this particular time. But the winds of the smokes and haze is blowing. So New York City and New Jersey, New York City and Maine are two of the main areas that was like heavily infiltrated with the orange smoke and haze, and the air quality was like negative, whatever. Yeah, they are looking better. It's like it's almost no evidence that smoke was lingering in the air there, but it has gradually moved towards the Midwest and further south down here. They said it's like from Minneapolis all the way down to Georgia. Like Atlanta is even getting remnants of the smoke, and they have the air quality alerts have been popping off in at least 20 different states. Now, Chicago, Minneapolis, who else was it? It was 3 other people, but at least it's 5 top cities, 5 cities in Chicago and Minneapolis among those top 5 to having the worst air quality. In Detroit, the worst air quality right now in the world. Chicago is rated in the world as the worst air quality right now. And I know a lot of people I know from Chicago, they like, I don't know what they're talking about. They don't have that orange hazy smoke like they did in New York. It's like a grayish haze, and when I look at the Chicago skyline in the photos, it looks eerily familiar to me, because that's how the skyline always looked to me. These areas were already highly polluted due to the manufacturing, that goes on there. They were already highly polluted. So now the smokes from the fire is just mixing in with the pollution in the air that's already there from the city, from the, the manufacturing that goes on in these places. And the air quality is just shit. And people that live in these areas need to really take heed, because you think that you ain't seeing it because, y'all probably used to the way they look too, because that's how it always look. This shit could fuck up your lungs. It could fuck up your damn, your heart. Smoke inhalation is real. And the scarring and damage that it could do to your heart and your lungs and your immune system is fucking real. So be very mindful that when you head out your front door, that what you stepping into. When they say the air quality is bad, it's bad. I don't think it goes in the negative. I think the air quality is like 100 is the rating. And Chicago is like at 250 right now. So let's say be very mindful of the air. Protect yourselves when y'all go out there. Y'all can wear y'all K95 mask or whatever mask y'all can wear. Put that shit on. Protect yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what else they dropping in the fucking air that could harm you at this particular time. Take y'all ass out with some new something that y'all ain't aware of, because y'all acting like ain't nothing really happening, that everything's everything. So also in Chicago, there was a viral video that hit the internet. This lady and this guy was inside this little food place, or they was at this little food place. I don't know if it was a food truck, but they was getting some food, and an argument ensued, and this man hauled off, and he went back to the 1900s and hit her ass, flung her, beat her, at least punched her 3 different times. I mean, dead square in her face, like he was busting bricks up, baby. I mean, he hit her so fucking hard. So the lady who was in the video, her son ended up shooting the man and killing him. Okay, they were later arrested on murder charges, and the murder charges have been dropped. Okay, so this is what I know from the story. Just watching the video, they were having a little argument. You could hear somebody in the background encouraging him, and come to find out, the person that was in the background encouraging him and telling him to hit this woman was his girlfriend. She was there in the restaurant with her. According to the police reports, because they had not only the video from the person on the phone who was recording, who I think is a coward ass bitch. They also had surveillance video from the company itself, okay? And based off of the surveillance video, the lady was in line getting her food. The dude entered in shortly after. With him entering in, within seconds, the argument kicked off. She was texting her son at the time, telling her son about the altercation, that this man was up in her face. And she was pointing to the door, like outside, and saying at the same time, my son is out there in the car right now with a gun. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I don't give a fuck about your son, da 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 da. The son came to the door. And when the man saw the son came to the door, that's when he hauled off and hit the mama. It was almost like he was testing, like, I don't give a fuck that your son is here. This is what I'm gonna do to you, bitch. He hauled off and hit her 3 good times before the son shot him in the back. When the son shot him in the back, he ran out of the store. The mama and the son chased him out, and the mama told the son to keep shooting. Bye bye bye. He shot him 2 more times. And when the son stopped shooting, now the son was 14-year-old teenager. Now, when the son stopped shooting, the mama was like, kill the motherfucking girlfriend too. Get her too. Or shoot her too. I'm not going to even say if she said the word kill. She said shoot her too. Okay? The son did not shoot the girlfriend. The mama tried to wrestle the son for the gun, and the son, they calmed her down, and they got in the car and they drove the fuck off, right? So the girlfriend did not get shot at. The mama just told him to shoot him, and he didn't do it. Now, the girlfriend is the one who identified to the police off the surveillance video who they were. This is the lady, this is the young boy that was there. And the mama and the son turned themselves in to the police later on. I was like, they were being charged with murder. The son was not only being charged with murder, he was being charged with possession of a firearm as a juvenile, unlawful use of the weapon. And he had a lot of different charges against him. Well, the prosecutors, they decided to review the video in its entirety, and the prosecutor said they're not charging them with anything. There's not enough evidence in line with the law that warrants any charges to happen, okay? Now, since then, the woman has now decided to sue the city of Chicago and the police for unlawful arrest, emotional distress, and what was her other claim? Malicious prosecution. All right, first of all, let me tell you what I'd have done in this situation. I've been in this situation. I've been in this situation with my mother and one of her boyfriends. Also somebody that she knew, somebody that I knew of. They were fighting. My mother has been in many fights before that I've stayed out of. I was 14 at the time. Same age as this young boy. And this man was beating the shit out of my mama. I took a knife and I stabbed him in his lungs. He didn't die though. The police arrived, because my mama called the police, and they arrived enough to take him to the hospital and keep him alive or what have you. And he actually told the police that he fell on a blade at work, because he works in a bakery. But the police had already knew that I was the one that stabbed him, because I already told them. They had already took the weapon, and they took the weapon with them and said that they were going to hide the weapon. That's what they did it for me. My mama still claims I only did it because I was scared. You're right, I was. I was scared this man's finna kill my fucking mama. And she ended up in the hospital like 8 weeks. Her jaw wired up, sipping out a fucking straw. And then she let that motherfucker move back in the house. Is that when I left the house? Because me and my mom only lived with each other for 2 to 3 years. Is that when I left that house? I don't remember exactly. Okay, but anywho, yeah, so I can see if that was me and we were in a restaurant and some man was arguing with my mom and there was an issue and she telling me it's a grown-ass man that's doing it, whatever weapons I got in this car, I'm bringing them in there with me. Okay? And at the moment I see this man haul off and hit my mama, I'm popping. I'm doing whatever I need to do. If I got a shovel, I'm bringing the shovel. I'm coming in swinging. I think my daughter would do the same if she saw somebody whooping my ass like that in front of my face. And we knew we had weapons in the car. I believe my daughter would do the same thing. She's, But you never know what's going to happen to you in that situation, right? Then, like I say, you got the girlfriend on the sideline popping off, talking about do it, encouraging him to beat her and this and another. Now, apparently this man, Jeremy Austin is his name, age 32. He supposedly have burned down his baby mama house before. He supposedly have jumped on his own mama and whooped her ass before. So this is the type of the character that we dealing with. I see everybody all over the social media like, why she just didn't stop talking to him? Why the fuck he talking to her? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we as women got to keep bowing down on motherfucker being aggressive with us. Why we got to shut the fuck up? Tell him to shut the fuck up. How about tell that motherfucker to be a goddamn man and not say something to a woman or not haul off trying to hit a fucking woman? But she needed to shut up talking to him when she saw he was getting aggressive. They were both exchanging words. He needed to shut the fuck up talking to her. She was already in the facility getting her damn order. I'm saying he walked in after her. And then his little loudmouth ass popping off girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You got two of these motherfuckers. You don't know what the fuck finna happen. Now, when he ran out of the store, people's like, okay, he ran out and they chased him. So, yeah, that's definitely murder. You in fucking Chicago, baby. They down the street from St. Louis. I know how Chicago popped the fuck off. You don't know what the fuck this motherfucker finna go do. He might have been going to his own car to get his own thumper. You never know. So you damn right. I'm finna put this out. I may not be trying to put him down, but I'm gonna stop his ass. We gonna stop him in that parking lot from going wherever the fuck he finna go. Ooh, god damn it, motherfuckers. Somebody almost got hit right in front of me. I almost got hit. She drove up on the curb. These motherfuckers don't care. Anywho, my thing is though, the mother, Carlisha Hood, age 35. Why we suing now, girl? Malicious arrest? Is that, did I read that right? Malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Those are her 3 charges. Girl, bye. The fuck out of here with that shit. Somebody was shot. Somebody was killed. So until they have evidence to prove that, to prove otherwise of what your story is or what their story is, then the arrest was not malicious. Matter of fact, you turned yourself in. Y'all walked yourself into the damn jail and turned yourself in. They didn't maliciously arrest you. They searched her belongings and found the weapon. The weapon, she did have a card. She was a card carrying member. She does have a right to conceal, right to carry. But there was no malicious prosecution. They overturned whatever charges they were going to charge you with. They decided not to charge you at all. Where was the prosecution that was malicious? The emotional distress wasn't brought on by the Chicago PD or the city of Chicago. It was brought on by Jeremy fucking Austin and you in that damn restaurant having a fucking argument. Your son could claim fucking emotional distress against you, mama, shit. Because he was actually sitting in the goddamn car, none the wiser to what was going on. You called your 14-year-old in there for help. Because you felt, okay, I know you felt a man should stand up against a man, but he was 14. If there was any type of emotional distress, mama, it's against you. Now, I'm glad that she getting to walk the fuck away. Because I would have did the same thing in this situation. But to now sue the city of Chicago, I think it's stupid. I really do. If anybody disagrees with me, put it in the comment section of why y'all think that she should deserve to be able to sue the city for malicious prosecution, emotional distress, I forgot what the other charge, and false arrest. You don't get to shoot nobody and just walk the fuck away. Well, in Florida, you do. You know how shit happened here. They take 4 days to come arrest you in Florida if you're white. But normally, that ain't how the shit work. Normally, that ain't how it work. You get arrested, you get booked, you get arraigned, and then you prove your case. Before y'all even went to court, though, prosecution said, you know what? We reviewed all the evidence. We don't have enough to do anything, and I'll move forward. she gets to go free. And now you saying, oh, they fostered. Come on now. Come on now. Anywho, I'm almost at work. I didn't watch the BET Awards. I did see pictures of the fashion. That was the worst. They just said fuck it and came to the BET Awards this year. We done lost all sense of presentableness. Nobody was fucking presentable. We done lost all sense of class and respect for ourselves at this particular time. We done got so goddamn PC, politically correct, that don't nothing. We can't let the white man tell us nothing. This was a white man's way of thinking. We all just want to be fucking hoes and chaotic and disorderly and disruptive. It's frustrating. Shit. It's frustrating as hell. It's frustrating as hell. What else am I saying? Remains have been found, or presumably remains have been found along with the vessel from the Titanic sub being imploding, and they are transferring this sub and the remains over to the U.S. Marines investigative team for testing and analysis. Because I was wondering where the bones at, where the body is. That's what I was wondering. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. Let me get my ass to work. I'm already fucking late. My boss is out there on the stoop looking at me like, is that you? It's me. I'm coming. Talk to y'all again in another video. We got Loving Birds Detroit on Saturday. We'll get to watch it on Saturday. And see y'all soon. Peace.